everyone, we are back.
Welcome to TNR Lifestyles. I'm Tanya.
And I'm Rhonda.
And today we had a very adventurous day, right, Rhonda?
Very adventurous. We're over here, Stonecrest area, New Black Wall Street.
New Black Wall Street.
Yes. So you'll see our fun video. You'll see where we went to several vendors, a lot of entrepreneurs.
Exactly.
And it was fun, you all. You all need to come and join.
We did.
Yeah.
I enjoy, when I first heard about Black Wall Street, I didn't hear about it until I was like in college.
Yeah.
Of course, I didn't hear it in high school, but
Right.
I didn't hear about it until I was in college. And I became very, very interested in it. And then when I started doing some research on Black Wall Street, then I heard about Rosewood and all these different other, very successful Black towns
Yeah.
that I didn't know anything about. Then when I started reading it and doing a lot of research, I'm like, wow, how can we have that again? You know what I mean? I mean, when I was reading this morning, and it said we had like 35 restaurants. I mean, back in the day, like 35 restaurants. And we had like 2 schools. We had 1 library. We had a hospital. We had, I mean, like in these very, successful, thriving Black community.
And that was during trying times, so.
And it was during trying times. And I'm sitting here like, why can't we do that like now?
Yeah.
And I believe because we don't have like our own community and we don't respect our community like we used to. What you think, Rhonda?
It's definitely a difference, during our parents' time, that time, 35 years ago, and even before them, than it is now. I mean, we have our HBCUs and we have our other things that are for, African American or Black people. I'm not sure what is holding us back from being where we were. I don't know if it's the fear, because of what happened. You know what I'm saying? How it was burned and how those people were treated just for being successful. So it's sad that had to happen. And I don't know if it's a fear that's holding us back, or what is it that's holding us back. I'm not sure.
Well, from my understanding, when they burned down Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the Black people trying to rebuild.
Yeah.
And they were trying to go to the banks to get their money, and the banks wouldn't give them.
They wouldn't let them get the money.
They wouldn't let them get the money. And some people say that money is still there today.
I heard it's still there.
It's still there today.
And that's how we have a lot of poverty, because a lot of people weren't able to, just think someone just held your money up at the bank.
How are you going to
live your life? You go to try to get assistance or whatever you can so that you
They try not to give you that either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So it because of that, and you have some of our ancestors who experienced that, and they may say, no, don't do it. And that's what I say. I don't know if it's because we don't want to. I don't know if it's just because of history that is kind of holding us back.
You think so? I mean, I think most of us want that, that successful, thriving, community.
We do.
But the mentality has changed so much for us. I mean, when we were growing up, the things we were saying do that these young adults are doing nowadays wouldn't even translate. We wouldn't even think, And even in my community, when I first moved to my community, it was a nice community. I don't want to say it, but it was there, when I first moved. And then after a while, we started coming in. And some of us just don't know how to. We don't appreciate it. Now a lot of us do. I do. Rhonda do. Some of my neighbors do. Not all of us the same. But,
no, we're not.
But the thing is that we need to learn how to appreciate what we have and appreciate each other. I mean, like, what's going on with us to where we can't come together and have our own businesses and have our own schools? I mean, we would thrive with the knowledge we have, Alden. As a people, we would thrive. Don't you think, Alden?
We would definitely thrive. We would.
But we're so spread out, though.
We are spread out. We really are. And, you know you're talking about the communities, and it's like you said, it's different people. Because I know where I live is, you know, the neighborhood is basically, you know, us. But the houses, you may have $1 million home in the neighborhood. You know, the houses are very lucrative. It's a lucrative community.
It is.
So, you know, it's based on the mentality, what you want to have, how you want to have it. And I think if we all, like you said, I think we are getting there. Because as I look around, and even today was a great experience seeing all these entrepreneurs.
It was.
Our young people are bringing that back.
They're bringing it back.
I think our generation, Tanya, was more about 9 to 5, getting that college education. You know, our parents were like, get your education. So if you know, something happens, you always have that. But now the children are, some of them are still getting education, but they're pursuing their own. More so than what we did. We pursued a career, whereas they're pursuing business ownership. So I see it making a turn. I do, slowly but surely.
Some of us, yeah, I do. But some of us, you know, I mean, we still need a lot of work.
Yeah, we
still need a lot of work.
Yeah.
And I'm open for it. I mean, if they started some, you know, Black Wall Street something, I'm open for it.
I'm definitely
big
open
time
for it.
You know, because when I was looking at the documentary, they had it was just so sad how it was just so sad. You have to watch that documentary. I mean, to just hear the loud planes just going across your head, you have no idea, and they're so low to where it's very, very loud, and then just to drop, you know, what was bombs or something like that, just to drop that on people's homes, and then you got people outside that's just shooting and I mean, you know, running into your house, like how evil, like what? And then on one of the documentaries, one person said, you know, they couldn't believe how those ends had nicer stuff than we. They have nicer stuff, so they even made it more angry. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, if we could just all come. I really think if we can all come together, that would solve a lot of our problems. If we come together,
we can come together, right?
You know, so but it was a very, you know.
It was a good experience today. It really was. I think it's today or tomorrow the last day. I think maybe tomorrow may be the last day. Oh, today's the last day. So today's the last day, but still, you know, everyone do your research, study your history, know where you come from, and know who you are. That's very, very important to know who we are.
Because we can do everything else, and we can get out of the we can get educated. Where we going with it? You know, we still live under somebody's rules and laws that's not helping us. So I mean, the thing is that we have to help each other, Rhonda. We have to help each other get to a certain place.
Right.
And helping each other means helping your neighbor.
Right.
You know, right?
Yeah.
Means helping your neighbor. Start with the neighbor first.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you know, and branch out and just, you know, people need different things, information. I know some people want to withhold information because they feel like those competition. It's competition everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Be a mentor. Bring someone else along. If you see a way that you can help someone else do what you're doing, you know, and then you'll receive even more abundance for helping other people. So.
We saw all kind of builders out there. You know, we saw a lot of few people, quite a few people that was on the health kick side, right?
Yeah.
With the juices, and then one person was had a farm, like a little, bought some veggies out there from the farm.
Right.
And probably even got, what you got? Something vegan?
Oh, what's it? I got the lipstick. They had the vegan lipstick, the cosmetic, and it was this tea. They had some herbal teas out there that were really good. So, you know, a lot of natural and healthy things.
So, and speaking of that, that's a segue into our book.
Right. So our book is coming. It's coming. Anticipation.
Yeah.
So
we're getting a front cover down and everything. We're excited. Right?
Very. So
it's coming out. We'll be talking about, you know, eating healthy and how it relates to your well-being, overall well-being. You know what I mean? Right now we're at a little restaurant.
Yeah, and you have some recipes in there too. So, here's our food. Speaking of recipes, it's hot. Thank you.
Thank you.
So guys, be on the lookout for that.
Thank you.
And that looks good.
Yeah.
Really
Y'all want to take a look at our food?
Let's see what the food looks like here.
We're going to enjoy this, and while we enjoy it, we're going to talk about, you know, some other things, right, Mom?
Yes. Let's make sure, though, we like and subscribe. TNR Lifestyle. Hit the bell and make sure you subscribe. So we're going to pause and we're going to come back.
Okay.